What's up, guys? Daredevil Born Again Season 1 review. Now, this show's been done for about, I'm going to say, like 2-3 weeks now. And we started to learn as we were watching. Like, we knew the show got overhauled because when they first announced this show, they said this thing was going to have 18 episodes. And they were going to bring back all the cast. And they were going to recast Vanessa, but they were going to bring back all the cast. First thing I remember here was, it's going to be Jessica Jones. That was going to be like the special appearance cameo. But then we found out it was going to be John Bernthal's friend Castle because Christian Ritter had to go film a show that ended up getting canceled by AMC. New Orphans, Black Echo or something, whatever it was called. That ended up getting canceled, but that was the reason she couldn't really do it. And then the overhaul happened, and it went from 18 episodes down to how much episodes? 10 episodes? 8 or 10? Something like that. Significantly less than what they even did on Netflix. And we used to think those Netflix that wasn't a lot for because most people are used to television being like 20, 24 episodes. The days of that are so far gone. It's insane. And it's not really a problem. The problem is they'll give you like 10 episodes and then you gotta wait 2 to 3 years for another fucking season. And after a while, that shit gets so fucking tedious. Thank God some shows are like, they're getting them out hot. Like, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is filming right now. We don't know if there's gonna be a Season 3. Probably is gonna be a Season 3, but they haven't filmed that yet. A show that just came out that I really liked last year, Fallout. I saw today that I'm making this video. They just finished filming Season 2. That's done. That's wrapped. That show came out about 6-7 months ago. It was hot. And they already got another season ready to go. Probably sometime this year. More than likely. Or early next year. So that season's ready to go. You know? That's what you're supposed to do. If you're going to give people 10 to 12 episodes, you got to have another season ready to go in like 6 or 7 months. But we're here to talk about Daredevil Born Again. I'm just going to ramble because to go by episode by episode by episode, I'm just going to talk about the big plot points. Okay. You can really tell when the overhaul happened, and that's something that I'm gonna say I liked about this show, the BB report, and people weren't fucking vibing with it until they came out that the people that did Loki that came in to do the last 2 episodes of Daredevil of this season, the dudes that came in to do the last 2 episodes of this season that will help with the next season. Until they came out and said, yeah, that was our idea. Everyone shut the fuck up. But before they came out and said the BB report was their idea, everyone hated the BB report. I thought the BB report was fucking fantastic, and to find out that there was those were actual New Yorkers, they were kind of like guiding to give kind of real answers, is so amazing. Charlie Cox is amazing as Matt Murdock. This is his role. This is a role that he's probably born to play. Who plays Kingpin? Vincent D'Onofrio. He's great as Kingpin. Man, they even got the original Vanessa back. I couldn't begin to tell you what her name is, but she's amazing as Vanessa. We don't get a lot of Karen Page. We don't. Foggy. We get 10 minutes of Foggy. But the side characters in the season, man, yeah. Cherry and Kirsten. And I know these people have bigger roles in the comics, but man, what the fuck those people were writing. They thought they was cooking. They weren't cooking shit. And I could see how they could, I can see how Charlie and Vincent were watching this shit back going, this ain't gonna work. Because it just won't working, man. And I'm not saying I completely hated Daredevil Born Again Season 1. There was a lot of things I did like about it. The bank robbery episode. I liked that episode. And I know Charlie Cox just came out and said, yeah, he didn't like it, but he knows a lot of people that did like it. And it's like that sometimes you're not always right about something. If this show did have 18 or so episodes like it was supposed to have, episodes like that have to happen. Those are like the shotgun in the bottle type episodes that you need if you're going to have an 18 episode season. You know what I mean? So I really like that. The trial of the White Tiger, the male White Tiger, I like that a lot. I really did like that a lot. And it sucks how he died, but that's how he dies in the comics, kind of, sort of. So, you know, I really like the trial of Hector Salamanca. I really think they could have done Muse a whole lot better. I really think they could have done Muse a whole lot better. Like, man, and then the way he goes out to that therapist, that kingpin simp of a therapist was kind of crazy. But I'm just gonna like I said, I'm rambling because overall, before we get to like the episode where Bullseye returns and it's clear that the new team is that's gonna do the overhaul is directing those final 2 episodes, I was probably like Daredevil Born Again was probably at a 6. Like, taking out all the scenes that we know the overhaul team did, like the Frank Castle. Like the Frank Castle scene with Charlie Cox's Daredevil, take that scene out of it. Everything that they had done, I probably would say it's a 6 out of 10 overall. Like, everything that the previous team did was a 6 out of 10. Everything that the new team has done is probably 8 out of 10. It's laying groundwork. We're gonna get a big payoffs coming soon. But so overall, the season's like a 7 at best. It's a 7 out of 10 at best. Has spurts of great moments, but a lot of mid throughout it. But overall, like I said, it's a ramble. This is how I feel. If they're gonna do this Kingpin versus Vigilante shit, and we don't see Spider-Man, I'm gonna check out. I'm mentally checking out of this show. I don't give a fuck what they do. I don't care. If Spider-Man of any variation, it could be Miles fucking Morales. If even if they gave us Miles Morales giving a fuck, and we say Peter's doing this, and this, I would accept them giving us Miles Morales with an explanation that Peter's doing some Avengers bullshit for the like 2 weeks that Spider-Man's needed. I will accept that. If that's all Sony's willing to come to the table with, I will accept Miles Morales in place of out of New York Peter Parker. I will accept that. But a Spider-Man of some form needs to be involved in this Kingpin versus Vigilante shit. Like, you want to say the Avengers don't care. You want to say Sam Wilson doesn't give a fuck. Bucky doesn't care. Thunderbolts, the new Avengers don't. Okay, I can accept that. You know, they never really gave a fuck to begin with. We never really saw them going saving someone in Chicago, saving random people in LA, saving random people in bumfuck random countryside in Portland, Maine. We never seen them do that. So you want to say they don't really give a fuck? Okay, I can accept that. But Spider-Man in his own city, a Spider-Man has to care. So yeah, Daredevil Born Again season 1. Like I said, this was a ramble. I give it a 7 out of 10 across the board. Peace.